This is John Bojowski, that's right, from Kino Film Festival. So we're just going to talk about Kino films right now, and about this film and its inclusion.
Hi, I just wanted to say a few words really. I'm Director of Kino Film, which is the Manchester International Short Film Festival in it's been going for 15 years, since 1995. So we've been screening and promoting short films from around the world for quite a number of years now. We also do a Kino Shorts Night, which takes place at the Black Lion in Salford, which is basically 2 minutes walk from Deansgate. It's on the Manchester-Salford border. And there we're screening once a month films from Northwest filmmakers and Manchester filmmakers, obviously. So I kind of showcase night for local talent, basically. The two films that you just screened, James's film and Patrick's film, which you've just seen, were selected at Kino last year. And I programmed for this event here tonight. I thought they were two really great, very different examples. Particularly I love Patrick's film. Been in those situations a few times. Yeah, I just wanted to really say a few words really. The next Kino event, for those that are interested, is May the 9th at the Black Lion. So we're looking for short films, any filmmakers who've got anything new that has not been screened at films at Kino in the last year, do get in touch with us through the Facebook site, Kino Shorts. So facebook.com/Kino Shorts.
Patrick, what's your background in terms of film? Did you study film at university? Did you write, produce and direct your films?
Yes, I did. Is this on? Yes, I did a Mickey Mouse film studies degree.
Is that Manchester Met?
No, it was at Stoke-on-Trent, whatever they call it, Staffordshire University. Largely a waste of time. Yeah, it was alright. I got to live somewhere for 3 years for free. They do not pay back.
You must have learned some of the craft then.
I didn't, John. No, I learned not a jot of my craft there. I met a couple of people. I guess the thing I suppose that a degree like that should do is introduce you to other people that are interested in it. And there weren't really that many people there. Like, it's one of those useless courses where the entry requirement is you have to be over 17, and like people just went there for something to do. So yeah, I met a couple of people that I still work with now and again on stuff.
So you kind of learned things, the way you make your films and how you see stories your own way. You
Yes.
didn't take much away from the course itself.
No. Although that largely to do with I'd read a lot of the stuff that they teach there. I'd already read before I went, so yeah.
Is this your first film since graduating?
It was, yeah. That was like pretty much. I didn't graduate. I had an idea that if I didn't do the last half of the third year, I could repeat the whole year and do another and get another year of student loan and do another film. And it didn't work because I did do the graduation film, so they didn't let me go back and redo the year. They said that I could finish the degree as like a part-time student and get the rest of the modules at my own cost, and I thought, fuck off. So I just went and made a film.
You're a rebel hero.
I'm lazy and cynical.
Does anybody have any questions they'd like to direct towards Patrick? Gentleman in the front.
I'm just wondering how you got the bus shots, because I know from filming myself it's not that easy to arrange that sort of stuff.
No, it's not easy, and you can probably see like the cameras are all over the shop.
No, it's pretty good. It's just, it looked really professional. I just wonder how you arrange for everyone to be on the bus and everything to look normal.
Just hired the bus.
Really?
Yeah, hired a bus and sort of filled it with family, friends, whoever we could get to be extras. and the people that were operating the cameras were pretty experienced and really good at what they did.
And there's some things you had to shoot twice because it was from the different perspectives as well.
Yeah. There were 2 cameras running pretty much the whole time.
What sort of budget did you have for it?
I think it ended up costing about 800 quid altogether. The only costs I can think of were the actors got paid a little bit, and hiring the bus. I think it was £165 or £185 a day, and I had it for 2 days. Well, that's the thing as well, where I think if you have the gift of the gab, you can get that for nothing. If you're really sold on the idea, like, oh, it's going to be in a short film, it'll be really great for the company and all that, I think you could get it for nothing, or for a lot less than what I got it for.
I do. We've got some Turgoose there from Disney England.
Yeah.
The play Fitzpatrick just on Saturday nights in the market.
Yeah.
Exchange.
Yeah.
So did you just say here's a script and model actors do, or did you actually know what you were doing?
No, I vaguely knew Tomo and Chanel Cresswell before that. When This Is England, the film came out, I shot a couple of interviews with them, and I sort of loosely kept in touch with them, and when I had the script I just emailed it to Chanel, and oddly enough to Tomo's dad rather than Tomo himself. And then it was through Chanel, because they all come from, not Tomo, but Perry and Chanel, they come from like the drama workshop thing that they do in Nottingham, and the guy that runs that, Ian Smith I think his name is, I talked to him through Chanel and I said, we're still looking for someone to play the lead, and he said I've got someone in mind, and it was Perry that he suggested.
Anybody else got any more
Can you
questions?
tell us a bit about what you're doing now? What your next project on?
Currently I'm sporadically shooting a feature film from normally for less than that even. We're just shooting it sporadically as and when we can, and sort of setting shoot dates, and then someone gets a fucking haircut or sells the car, and so it's like, I don't have to do it in another 2 months. And it's a nightmare, and I'm developing a couple of other feature projects that I'm looking for producers on. So if there are any producers here that are interested in new projects or anything, come and say hello.
I can imagine we've all been in a similar situation as an individual in society, thinking our own little dialogues. Is that how you probably write most of your scripts and most of your ideas come from? Self-mix?
Kind of, but the inner monologue that he's talking there, I actually found my friend's diary on his computer, and a lot of it is taken from that. The reason that the film's called Dirty Egg is because that friend, his nickname is Dirty Egg because of what he did in Thailand. That's where the name of the film came from, and I threw a lot of stuff in there as well. And yeah, pretty much. I would like if everything I did had that same kind of focus, but I don't know. Maybe I've blown my load with that. The stuff actually where he's hoping that everyone else on the bus is dead. That was me. Because every time that I'm on a bus, I always wish that all of the other people on the bus would die, and all of the people in the other cars and buses on the road would die, and the pedestrians. Ideally, I'd like to make stuff that is my own awful dark thoughts, and that resonate with other people's dark thoughts, like when John was saying he's been on the bus and looked at the schoolgirls. What did you make of it?
I've been on the entrance.
The Dirty Egg, maybe that could be made into a film. That sounds like an interesting story, how this guy got his name in Thailand. Can that be made? What did he do? Is he here?
I'm not trying. Does anyone speak Thai? He's not here though. He doesn't leave the house anymore. Actually, he stays in bed a lot. He's actually. He actually is in the grip of a very deep depression. And constantly suicidal. I like to think he's suicidal, and I try to nudge him that way. But no, he's not here. He's been to a few of the screenings. But I do write with him actually, like the feature that we're doing now, I wrote with him. I don't know, his story in Thailand, I've never been, I only got a passport last summer. I've only seen photos and heard vague notions of it, enough to know that he's a dirty egg. But yeah, maybe one day we could do the full biopic.
I'd like to see that. Sounds good. Thank you for coming along today.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.